it's been a hot minute since I sat here and spoke to you and did a makeup tutorial, so I'm just going to get straight into it. I want to create something very vibrant and very editorial. My skin is super tight and dry. I've just put toner all over it, so I'm going to put on primer and then an oil. I'm going to let this really work into my forehead and my cheek areas. I'm loving this sunshine that's streaming through this room right now. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a problem. I'm getting very, very hairy recently. I think my polycystic ovaries are on overdrive, and I'm also not able, you know, my cycle's just really messed up. I'm just having them too often. And so, excuse if you can see some facial hair. I did wax a few days ago and it's already like coming back. I need to have laser, and I would really, really appreciate some information about it. I know I should go off and do my own research, but I just make me so anxious when I think about laser. Just which systems are great and which aren't for laser. Using a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, I'm going to put not too much, a couple of drops on the outer parts of my face, only avoiding the T-zone. I know I just put it there and that is part of the T-zone, but I'm very dry up here. But my cheekbones are super dry, and just this area here, don't really need it around my nose. NYX White Eyeshadow base, and I have just layered it onto my eyes. I've taken it into the inner corners here, down the sides, so I want all the colours to pop and stay true to the colour they are and not be changed by any kind of other kind of concealer shade that I use. And I'm just going to take my foundation brush and just brush that a bit smoother, kind of blend it out a little bit. I don't want it to crease either, and that's the danger when you layer on such colours, such creamy products. Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer, I'm just going to place that under my brow just to give that skin to colour transition rather than this clown white that I've got going on here. And then I'm exclusively using this palette here. I'm going to be using bright colours. You can see the smile playing in my eyes at the excitement. You know how I am with my colours. I absolutely love this brush. It's a Crown C528 brush. It's really tiny and it's really detailed. So I'm going to pop my brush into Daydream right here. Everything is reversed when I'm looking at myself in a screen. And then just popping that into the crease. I'm going to start that a little bit higher and just, yeah, I see the fallout. I see the fallout. Just working it over the crease here. Then taking New Day, that's going to go up into the area just above the orange and blend through for your vitamin C for today. I want to go on holiday so bad. I'm not going to go all the way with the orange, I'm just going to take it to the outer parts of my arch. I really like Ricochet, use it a lot. I'm just going to run it down slowly. Put it down here into the bottom area of the crease and blend through. Don't really care what's happening on the lid right now because that will all get cleaned up. I'm just only really concerned about what's happening in the crease. So I guess you can work that brush right onto the crease. This side is just going to look so much more than the other side because of the whole, this side being just totally messed up. Just going back into the orange and blending that through because I can't see the orange right now. Try not to disturb that yellow because it's perfect. I just need that lifted, see? And then it will match the other eye, not so much. That might, I think this has come down a little bit, to be fair. I was going to clean up all of this, but actually the colours I'm going to put on there, I don't think I really need to. No, I don't think I need to. So I'm going to be using pigments now, and with each one I'm going to be using this mixing medium from MAC, which actually is a product that mattifies shimmery pigments, and it helps sort of give them more of a pigment and more of a grab. The first pigment I'm going to use is this yellow one. I was very fortunate to have bought probably the whole stock of pigments when Barry M used to do about 20 or 30 of them. Now I think their range is very, very reduced. This is going in my inner corner. I'm kind of gently patting, swiping, if that makes any sense. Not swiping it too much so that it shears down, but enough to just kind of spread it a little. Using the point to create a little cat eye. Like so. I'm going to just place a little eyeshadow over that, I think. This is the New Day going back on top. So I'm just starting to connect that to the upper area now, just with the yellow eyeshadow New Day that we used above the top. Just to bring all that down and together, which is why I put the white all over that area. Go in with a bit of the orange. I did switch brushes there because this had red and orange all over it, and just bringing that in a little over that yellow that we just placed to kind of marry everything together. It's cleaning down my palette. Ready for the next colour. I need an assistant. I need to take it off. I've missed most of what I just did there, so I'm gonna repeat. And guess what, guys? I did it again. So I'm just gonna tell you, I mixed the green number 44 Barry M with the paste and applied that to my eye, and then on the outer corner I applied MAC Deep Purple. I'm just useless. Just going back to my palette, I'm just going to use all the colours that I used before to just transition along the top so that there aren't really too many harsh lines. Taking Poison, which is a green, just going over into the crease. You see how softly that blends that out nicely. Because this pigment, it blends so nicely. Back into Ricochet for, that sounded really funny, the way I just said that, back into Ricochet just for the top there. Just really, really dramatizing this out. I'm loving, absolutely loving the colour payoff that I'm getting right now. I hope you guys do too. Oh, so nice. My nose is itching, but it's so nice. therapeutic. I'm going to hit the centre with that pigment dry. Look how beautiful that pigment is though, yo. And then I'm going to go in with the purple. So I'm going to leave that as is and just tidy out. I really like this trick, but I don't know if I want to do it today. I normally just, with my nail kind of quite sharp, drag up. And what happens is whatever colour's on the bottom here, it kind of transfers up and creates a really nice line. But I was kind of hoping for a more softer blended out look, which is why I let my eyeshadow go down a bit so I can lift it up. No doubt by the time I'm done it's going to get covered by the foundation, and I'm hesitating because I've just seen what I've done. This one's going up and this one's going across. I kind of like the across, but I can't make this come down, so this has got to go up too. Some lashes on that, that's going to look pretty cool. Didn't press the record button. Okay, so start again. I'm using the Cover Up foundation and going right in under my eyelids, making sure that it's completely covered, completely flawless. I'm going to be adding some colour, but I also want it to be quite editorial. So really packing it around those pores as well, because they kind of tend to pick up. Blending with a tapered medallion brush, a 974 brush. This one I have though, it's an old favourite. I decided just to give her a bit of a break. I'm actually going to take this brush, which is the 959 from Medallion, and I'm totally covering it here. I'm going to go in lighter with the foundation actually. I'm not going to put it too heavy. I am a bit worried about the line of demarcation along the jawline, so I might have to put a darker colour down below, but we shall see. Okay, so I'm using the new Revolution Pro baking powders. This one's in Lace, which is a soft pink colour, and then the Banana, which is more sort of a yellow toned, and I'm going to use that to kind of bake and set and kind of bring the colour back into my very whitened face right now. I'm not creating lines at all, I'm just going to like plonk it on. Inglot Makeup Fixing Spray. Had to have that moment. I'm using Artist of Makeup Passion Blush. I've got a smile on my face because I haven't actually used any of these yet, and I don't know how pigmented they are, so I'm going very lightly to begin with. Taking it out into my temples and then stopping just around there. I just feel like it connects the colour a little bit more with the eyeshadow. Right, so going in with Haunted now, intensify that with Cursed. And kind of just work the two colours together. Taking MAC Mineralize in Deep Dark, I feel like I'm a little too light, so I'm going to be putting this just around the forehead area, just for a bit of contour. And a bit of colour balancing, to be fair. So I picked up these two colours this week. This is the Bourjois Bourjois Rouge Velvet collection. You know how I like to layer my lipstick, so I'll be using the darker colour to outline and the lighter colour inside my lips. These two colours are number 33 and number 27, the 27 being the lighter one. So this is the look done. I hope you liked it. Please do subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Take care. Bye.